Okay, there we go. Now here's Stacy. All right, ready? Okay.
Oh, wait, I gotta switch this.
I know, Stacy.
Okay.
Hands are full. Hi, everybody. So I'm doing this video because I have tried to explain how to do this, clearing your energy in your house, to so many different people so many times that I thought that this would be a good time to just do a video, and then I can direct people to the video. This is like the best time to do this thing. So it's Memorial Day weekend. My family, I made them all leave, and you don't want your family in your house when you're trying to clear the energy. Dogs are okay, because my dogs are very loving, but they won't like it because you have to bang pots. But we have a full moon on Tuesday coming up. So when I do an energy clearing, I put all my rocks in a bowl of salt water, okay? And so for your house, you're gonna wanna buy a black rock for each point of entry into your home. So your front door, back door, any point of entry into your home, you would wanna get a black rock. And you wanna make sure that all your rocks and crystals are charged. First, clean, cleared, and charged, right? So I keep them in, the way I do it is a bowl of salt water, and don't get too anal about what kind of salt you use. I do use the pink Himalayan salt, but you don't need a ton of it because that can get expensive. But just, you know, people always ask me like how much, and of everything. And it's not like baking where you have to have the exact amount of baking soda, baking powder type stuff. It's really intention. So we go through this whole procedure and protocol, and the main key is intention. So you can't do it wrong. I'm gonna tell you how I do it, and then remember though that the true self is the guru. So if you get a different way to do it, you follow the guidance inside. So we always start in the center of the big white spotlight of the highest and holiest source creator energy. We do everything from that highest and holiest source creator energy. You can call it God. We do everything all the time from there. I'm always in the center of that. Carolyn May says, I'm God's hands in the world. Okay, so that's when you are God's hands in the world, or you're the hands of the highest and holiest source creator, that just means I'm in alignment with my spirit, because my spirit, my soul, is my own highest and holiest energy. So we can't, if we sweat stuff, if we're like, oh, how much salt? Oh, I don't have enough salt. Or I need to do it this way. I did it wrong. You're totally working against yourself. So we just want to move in the most positive forward direction, highest best interest of all. There's no wrong. Just let the intention be the powerful part. Because what happens is, you know, your mind, it's a very powerful creator. So, you know, thoughts are energy. And feel free to ask questions. Stacy, can you tell me if there's questions?
Pam Sherman said to say hi, but she said her screen keeps freezing up. Any suggestions? Pam, I would try logging out, logging back in. You know, go out of the live feed and then try going back in. Might be your internet connection.
Oh my God, I love having Stacy already.
But other than that, that's no other questions yet.
Okay, great. So what are we clearing? When we clear the energy, thoughts are energy. That's why I tell you, that's why I always say, like with Sari Emoto, when he does the experiments with water, and how love and gratitude have these beautiful six-sided hexagons, but hate and evil and all that, those are like, they don't look like snowflakes, they're like dark and gross. But they took gross water, they healed it with their positive intention, and then they took water that looked dark and gross and not six-sided, and they made it into these beautiful six-sided hexagons with white centers. Our bodies are 70% or more water. So when we have negative, hateful energy and thoughts, we're screwing our body's water. We're creating disharmony with our thoughts. Well, when I clear my house, so I do this big house clearing once a year. I only do it once a year. It's a big deal. It takes a long time, and I'm not going to make this too long, you know, because you would all dump me. But I'm just going to go over, I'm going to show you so that you can reference this video and do it yourself. And then you can ask me questions through Facebook. I think people might be able to ask questions through YouTube, although no one's watching, right?
One person.
Yay! Hi, YouTube!
And we have Greg Schmidt on Facebook Live.
Yay! Woo! Greg! Okay, I want to give people presents just for watching this. All right. When I clear my house energetically, because it's not dirty, you know, well, some of the rooms are gross, but you'll see. They're just disorganized. When we're clearing our space, whether it's my house or the dentist's office that I did, I'm clearing out energetic thoughts. So for instance, I used to have a thyroid condition. It was hypo. So my thyroid used to be slow. And so I gained a lot of weight. I had a tumor and all that. And so I didn't know that I had a thyroid condition. I thought it was just from having a baby, blah, blah, blah. So when I cleared my pantry, so I'm intuitive, I'm intuitive because I play with energy. I teach people how to play with energy and stuff. When you do Reiki, the more you practice with Reiki energy, the more you're able to get information, psychic information from energy. So it's like, whether it's a person's body or it's a situation, like, ooh, take an umbrella, it's gonna rain today, it doesn't matter, Energy has information in it. So when I was in my pantry, when I cleared my house, I think it was like the first time I cleared my house, the energy that I was getting, so I couldn't see anything, but I could feel my old nasty thoughts of, well, I can't eat this because I'm fat, and I can't eat this because I'm fat, and I can't eat this because I'm fat, right? So there wasn't anything visibly dirty in there. It was just the energy. So I had to break that up, clear it out. This is why we clear our energy. This is why we clear our space energetically. In my closet, my husband and I have our own closets. In my closet, the thoughts that I was breaking up and clearing out were, I can't wear that anymore because I'm fat. I can't wear these clothes anymore because I'm fat. Like that, on and on. And in my husband's closet, are you crying?
No.
Oh, look like it. So in my husband's closet, the energetic thoughts I was clearing, they were my own. So I'm in my house more than anybody, because I'm doing more than anybody inside the house. And so I'm a powerful mental creator. So I created a swimming pool just by visualizing it and manifesting it, right? So I know that I have this, and then that's why when you work through Reiki, level 1, level 2, your abilities to manifest, which just means create something from nothing. There's a video of a little kid that can create something from nothing like this. She reaches back, there's nothing in her hand, and there's nothing behind her. She reaches back, and they're saying, well, how do you do it? She goes like this. She reaches back, and as she brings her hand forward, you see an apple materialize until it's right in front of her. I mean, it is like amazing how, some people are able to manifest that quickly because nothing tells them that they can't. But we have these thoughts, whether I'm fat and I'm ugly or this or that or that, we're polluting our own space with our mental energy, with our thought energy. So in my husband's closet, there was my old energetic thoughts of, screw him, his life stayed the same, mine's so hard, mine changed so much, I used to fly airplanes, I used to make 6 figures, I used to, I'm such a victim, I'm such a victim. So that energy, those thoughts were living in my husband's closet. So stuff like this. I cleared a family's house one time. The couple fought and argued all the time. Some of the energy I cleared wasn't from them. It was from a couple, an old couple, and at least one of them had dementia, that used to live in the apartment. And so there was so much fight energy in the bathroom, I had to leave for a second and ground myself and go back in. And, I know a lot of people that watch me sort of for lack of a better word, believe me, but when I was when I was a pilot, way back, 1989, I wouldn't have believed myself. Just so you know, I wouldn't have believed any of the stuff I'm talking about. It's only through raising my own vibration and becoming more and more and more and more sensitive to subtle energy and feeling these things for myself. And then doing the healing work that I do, and like stuff has proven itself, like people I never met, and I know their dad died when they were 7, like all this stuff that happened to me, like through my path, has proven that this is real. And then the dentist's office that I did, I'm like, wow, this happened here, and it wasn't there anymore. So you get it. All right. So we're just clearing the energy. We're just going back to clean and clear, like blank slate. Because when I go in my pantry, I don't want those thoughts of, I'm fat, I can't eat any of this. And when I'm in my husband's closet, it's not going to serve me in my highest best interest or our marriage if I'm like, screw him, his life's so easy, mine's so hard. But, you know, spoken all different ways. All right. So awesome that we have a full moon coming up Tuesday like 10:30 or something. I think we should do another healing meditation. I don't know what time, but we'll do one for Tuesday. So you're going to want to, if you're going to clean your house energetically, you're going to want to buy black, see, I just burped, black rocks for each point of entry in your home. So, you know, just buy whatever you're drawn to. And I just get little ones so they fit. I've had them so they do fall and they shatter, you know, that if that happens to you, then you should probably clear those black rocks more often. So I clean the black rocks above my doorways more than once a year. Okay, so like every 3 months or so, but don't get like anal about it. Just feel it. Just feel it. All right. Now, I also used to do this thing where I'd say, let me clean my house and then I'll clear it energetically. And so that's, I think, pretty common that people would want to think, like, let me clean the whole place and then I'll clear the energy. But I had this situation in my dining room where, you know, I was taking everything we didn't want, I was putting it in the dining room, and I was going to get rid of everything before I energetically cleared the house. But I had an opportunity when my family was going to be gone, and I said, screw it, I'm just going to energetically clear today instead of waiting. And the stuff was in the dining room for months. And then after I energetically cleared it with the stuff, because I did the energy clearing, I was able to get rid of all that stuff. Like, in less than a week, it was a matter of like, I want to say 2 or 3 days. And I, you know, it was stuff that was valuable, so I was going to sell it, right? So I had this attachment to it. And then after I energetically cleared the house space felt so good that I just gave everything away. Mm. And then I say a little prayer over it. I gave it all away. I gave it all away. And then I got like healing clients. I got more healing clients. So like I didn't sell my stuff. I gave it away, but then I got healing clients, which gave me the revenue that I would have expected possibly to get from whatever I gave. All right? Anybody have any questions? No.
Nope. Christina Dayton's on and Laura Sentimentus is on.
Hey! I love you guys! This is so cool. Okay. So not everybody can work with a pendulum, but if you do buy a pendulum, if you buy any rocks, if you buy a pendulum, you have to clean them before you start using them. Clean them, clear them, and then charge them. And you don't have to be a Reiki 1 or Reiki practitioner in order to charge the crystal. You just have to have the intention. So the way I clear my rocks, I put them in a bowl of salt water, and then I'm going to put these outside. I'll do that later. I put them outside for one full rotation of the sun and moon. But those are going to stay in that until after the full moon, because I think it's just the best. And then I'll charge them. And all you have to do to charge rocks is just hold them in your hand and just go, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Don't have to be a Reiki one, because Reiki energy is love, is pure love, and it's healing, it's divine healing. So if you just hold your rocks and your crystals and you just love them, but they want to be clean, they can do so much more power. Yeah, I could talk about rocks all day. Now, All right, you want to get this stuff. So I know everybody knows about white sage, which is awesome. Sage is a great clearing thing for space that's not that dirty. So when I do this once a year thing, I use a resin. So you can get all the, there's resins like dragon's blood, you know, there's all this stuff. This is frankincense. I'll show you what it looks like. This is what frankincense looks like. Okay. Tell me when you got it.
Yep.
That's what frankincense looks like. And then here's like a blend that I made for myself. There's frankincense and myrrh and copal. This is copal. And then here's myrrh. And if you do get myrrh, you only use with additional resins. So these are resins. This is what a resin looks like. And then you just smash it. You just crush it with a, what is this called, Stacy? It's like a herb
pumice? Pumice stone? No, like a.
Someone will probably tell us on Facebook.
I'm sure. If anybody knows
what's this thing called?
What's the technical term?
Yeah, what is this thing called, you guys? Nobody says. Pam? No.
Say hi to Nicole Souter.
Hi, Nicole. Nicole, what is this thing that I'm using? There's a cup in it for you. Whoever tells me what this is gets a Renegade Yogi cup.
Isn't it some? Oh, mortar and pestle. Pam Sherman said.
Pam, I knew you'd come through, Pam. Pam, you get a Renegade Yogi cup. Congratulations.
Yep. Christina said the same thing. Mortar and
Christina,
pestle.
You get a cup too. All right. So you just crush it till it's like dust, but you want it to be dust because you'll get more out of it. So I use this first, and then to keep up with it, I'll just sage a spot, sage. But to be honest, I usually only sage a room that I use for healings, and I only do this big thing once a year for my house, or if somebody pays me to come, because it's like a lot. That's why I'm doing this video. So I'm not cheap when it comes to this because it's like annoying. So I'm gonna bring this stuff up.
Say hi to Justin Kern.
Hi, Justin. He's out in Oregon. So these are charcoal. This is what they look like, and you buy it in a pack. All right, maybe I'll post where to get all this stuff. So when I burn this, you heat the charcoal up. You'll see me do this, but you heat the charcoal up really, really, really a lot, and then you put the resin on it, and it burns. You'll see, and it smokes. So I'm gonna add this to my deal. A little witch-like. This is mini cauldron.
Her cauldron.
Yeah, but it's nice because it's on a handle. Now, when you do this, you're not gonna want to breathe it in. One time the first time I used like so much resin, I was like choking on it, and I swelled up. But I also was having like a healing crisis. That's called a healing crisis. Because as you clear outside, you clear internally. So I'm actually gonna start this. So as you clear, as it is outside, so it is inside. As it is inside, so it is outside. So since I'm clearing my outer world, I'm gonna also clear my inner world because it's gonna happen anyway. So I want to get on board. I want to get in alignment. So we're talking about. So I found this, and then I used my pendulum to ask if my body wants this. Is this in my highest best interest? And I got a yes. So before you take any supplements, you can use a pendulum to tell you if you found the right massage therapist. Everything. So I'm going to clear my inner world at the same time. Okay. All right, and so, when I talk about in alignment, here's your crown chakra, and when you're in alignment, you just can be. So being is, just being, and then trying looks like this. Trying, not doing, just trying really hard, trying, not doing. I'm out of alignment, and if I'm resisting, it's like this, again, out of alignment. So you really just want to stay in alignment. And, the karmic yoga part of this, of my whole thing is, whatever's happening is happening for me, not to me, right? It's happening for me. So trying is not doing, and resisting is keeping me out of alignment. My power comes from, my power, my ease, the way to make my life easy is going to raise my vibration. It's going to make me happy. It's going to raise my joy. And if my vibration's higher, then everyone around me's vibration is going to be higher. So when I stay in alignment, you know, with my highest and holiest energy, and I allow everything that's happening now is happening for me, not to me. Everything's happening in my highest best interest. I trust that it's all happening in my highest best interest no matter what. My life gets easier because I'm just being in my life. I'm allowing experiences to happen and come to me. Okay? Now, that was a big tangent because what I was actually talking about was don't inhale this stuff. So I broke out, I was itchy all over the place, and it was like the middle of the night. I had to put my baby in the car, drive to CVS, and like look for something like Benadryl or something, because I was like itching all over, my eyes were swelling shut, and I bought a pint of, you know, Ben & Jerry's chocolate fudge brownie, and I was eating it and like putting the cold container over my, all over my face. I was so tired. I was eating chocolate and like putting the, that's an old story. All right, sorry. All right, so I'm gonna take this, and when you clear a space, you start from the top floor. You go from the top, and then you go back to front. So the top, back to front, and then like, so my door is on this side of my house, so I'll be clearing out the rooms this way and then down. And you want to open the door. You want to keep your door open. I have windows open. You can keep the windows shut, but after I swelled up that first time, I always leave my windows open. Now again, there's no doing this wrong. If you tell yourself you're doing it wrong and then it didn't work, guess what you just created? You created, it didn't work. If you tell yourself, I have to do this way or it won't work, you know. So I did put salt in the water, but if you don't have salt or whatever, don't tell yourself you need salt. Just set the intention, because remember, it's all about the intention. So the law of attraction happens whether we know about it or not. And when I kept thinking that I was fat, I created that for myself. Work at, you know, happy way of working, but work at, when I walk around my house, I want to create ease. So the more you can walk around in your house, in your workspace, in your life, and you hold the mental belief, you know, you create the belief, and then you create your reality through your beliefs. So if you believe you're a victim, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see a lot of ways that you're a victim. But if you can create ease, if you can walk around and go, oh, my life is so easy. My life is so easy. My life is so easy. So I have 4 dogs, and I make sure that I love my dogs at least once a day. Like, it doesn't matter how busy I am, I take the time and I put that love into these animals. And then they take it in, and then they're wherever they are in my house, they are carrying around that love. And so there's a lot of love in my house. There's a lot of, you know, ease, like comfort, whatever. There's a lot of this like, because when I pet my dogs, all 4 of them, I'm like, oh, I love you so much. Oh, I love you so much. Oh. And they have that, they mirror that back. If you ever see like neurotic dogs, and the owner's like, I don't know why she's so crazy. I just have no idea. It's like, so, you know, the love and the ease that you put into your space and into your animals, cats might work too, I don't know. But the more love and ease you can like carry around with you, and you put that into your animals or into your children or into your spouse or into your friends, and they come over and like at your table, you know, we don't I mean, if you do, it's fine, but we don't bring our phones to the table, stuff like that. Maybe we do, because I'm like clearing something now, but, so these tables, there's like, energy created. And when you cook and prepare meals, you should always make sure that you don't hate whoever you're cooking for. You know, you're not feeling that hatred or anger towards them. You know, that ease, you want that love. And if you aren't feeling that, then I did a 3-minute grounding meditation that's on 3 minutes. You know, try, you know, do that. Use that 3 minutes to just calm yourself down, come into the space, and then go from there. All right, so my intention is to not go past like 1:10, something like that, so another 30 minutes. All right, so we're gonna go up to the highest part of my house, and then we're gonna work one way. So I'm only gonna, so first I bang the pot. Why do I bang the pot? You can use a rattle too. In fact, wait 1 second, I'm gonna get my rattle, because that's not gonna be so obnoxious. But I know not everybody has a rattle. So sage is awesome, but a rattle, a noise like this, you know, or the pot, I'll show you, it breaks up energy much better, really much better. So first you're gonna go through every room, you put a bowl of salt water in the center, and then 3 times you move around your space, and I'll show you. And then you bring all the energy in. So it's just like energetically pushing from the outer edge into the salt water. I do bang pots with a spoon, and it's really loud and it's really annoying. So I have earplugs upstairs, and but you can use a rattle also. So first you break up the energy, and then you bring it into the salt water, and then I do the whole house like that first, and then I go back through with this stuff. But I'm not going to take you through like banging pots in every single room, because that would just be a nightmare. What else I want to say? Don't sweat. Don't sweat. It's like, oh, where do I start? Just calm yourself down, get in alignment, and just say, where do I start? And just see what comes to your mind. Where do I start? And then I'm going to show you the direction I go, because that's what feels right. And I choose a corner that I get drawn to a corner, and I just trust that's right, that's correct. All right. No questions. You tell me.
Nope.
Okay. Ready? So we're going to go to the top. I do my main house, and then I don't do the basement. So the basement is a separate thing. So what I do is I'll do the basement by itself, and then I'll open up the Bilco doors. Okay. So we open the front door, but I don't want my dog Chase to get out. So again, oh, I know what I forgot to say. I don't want, this is enough, see? Because if you have like an animal you don't want to get out, you can open the door but not let the animal, so this is enough. But again, if you can't open your door for some reason, don't let that be, don't create that. If I can't open the door, it's not going to work. Okay? You can open a window in the front of the house. Another thing that I like to do is I like to light a white candle and invite the angels in, but that's completely, you don't have to do that. So I get my candles, I only get my candles from one place because all candles make me sick. So I get my candles from this one place in Vermont. I'm gonna post that. So I light a white candle usually, and then invite the angels in, and then what else do I want to say? You can ask the angels to stand guard around your house. And you can also, what I like to do too is, it's like, it's so normal in my head, and then when I go to say it, it's like, I sound like a wacko. So I like to get white flowers and a white candle and invite the angels in after I clear my house. So, and it just feels so good. And then after I clean and clear the black rocks and I charge them, I put one above each. So I'll have a little black rock over here. And every single entry point in my house. We'll have a black rock. So that's how I finish, in case I forget to say. Maybe I'll say it again. Or if people want to like get the idea. Now, there's a lot of crap in this corner. My kids were supposed to figure out what stuffed animals they wanted to keep, and they decided to keep them all. I'm not going to sweat this. I don't need this to be clean right now, you know? So it's fine the way it is. Fine. I'm not going to sweat it, just like the dining room. Oh. All right, so this is my attic. So if you have a room or if you have a spot in your house that you have an intention for, like for instance, I have an intention of making a room here for meditation so that I can sit here and meditate out the window. I have an outside healing meditation space, but I really want to set an indoor one. Right now I just meditate wherever, but I would really like to make a room right here. So while I clear the energy, I make myself aware and hold the intention of this creation. So if you have a room, whether it's, so when I was clearing my dining room, when it was full of crap, oh, he's smiling.
Dominique says, wow, I think your attic is the most organized I've ever seen before.
Oh, thanks. You see our garage, it's really anal. I don't clear my garage. I do clear my car. You'd want to clear your car the same way. Cars, you clear that space too. But for my dining room, when I cleared my dining room when it was full of crap, stuff, good sellable stuff, as I cleared it, I had the intention of getting rid of everything in there and cleaning it. And so when I clear this attic, I hold the intention of creating a meditation room here. So if you as you move through your house, as you clear the energy, just relax. You may want to bring a little notebook around to write down for like the dentist's office, or when I clear somebody's house, I'll go like kitchen, and here's what I cleared out of the kitchen, and here's what I cleared out of this room, and here's what I cleared out of this room, mental energy thoughts, so that to make the people aware that they polluted their space. So you pollute your space with your thoughts and your energy. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not you may want to go outside to vent. I vented to Stacy in my kitchen before we turn this all on, because I know I'm going to clear it out. So anyway, all good. Any questions, Stacy? What do you think?
Christina says you want a big cupola Belvedere in there.
Okay. Help me with that. She's a designer. Okay, so here's my bowl of salt water. I put it in the center of the room. And you can do Reiki symbols. So as I stir, and this is all just fun. It's just enjoying your process. And you want to be mindful. Am I saying I have to clear my space, or I get to clear my space? Because I lived in my car for so long that I'm like, I get to clear my space. And there's a huge difference between I have to clear my space, or I have to do this, I have to plant. Like yesterday, I bought all these plants, and I got to plant these plants. I used to be a gardener for people, and I always dreamed of the day that I would be able to spend money and buy my own plants and put my own garden and just have gardens. And so I caught myself yesterday while I was doing the pots outside. I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to get this done. I'm like, no, I get to do this. So when I get to, now I'm happy. I raise my vibration. I raise the joy about I get to plant. I get to clear my space. I didn't have a house for so long. Now I get a house. I'm happy. Same with my when my son was born. I knew someone who had an unhealthy child, and so when my son would scream in the middle of the night, I was like, I get to tend to my newborn, my perfect, healthy, big newborn. He's such a monster. And it's a huge difference between, oh, I gotta get up and you know, give him food or change diaper, whatever. It's like, I get to. And there's a thing, I probably have said it before, 90% of all diets fail when people say, I can't eat that. And 90% of all diets succeed when you say, I don't eat that. So like, I don't eat donuts. It's not that I can't. It's I don't eat them. It's an empowerment thing, and it's like you know, that rather than you know, that's like I don't know. Yeah. Here's my salt water, and so when I put my salt in, and then I do I do Reiki symbols in here. You don't have to, you know, but it's just fun for me. And so I move my neck a lot because as I'm clearing stuff, I'm creating a path out for old stagnant energy. All right. So I would put my earplugs in, and then I'm gonna. So I'll do one round. You know, when I do the first round, it takes longer to do the first round, not just because you're going to the outer edge, it's because you're starting. And so I get like in the corners and stuff. And you don't have to get like right in the corners, you just intend that you do. So I'm drawn to this corner first. I already did this. Before you guys got here. So what happened over here, this is from when I was a pilot for United, this bag. And so there was energy around this bag because, you know, I'm not an airline pilot anymore. So there was a wah-wah, you know, for me type of, or something around this bag. As you clear the energy off of things, or around things, you may find that you don't want to keep them anymore. You know, you may be like, oh, that thing is really lowering my vibration, or that thing doesn't spark joy, that thing makes me feel tired, or whatever. And then you might find stuff that's like a little treasure that you've been keeping, and you're like, I want to put this in my, you know, you may find something in your attic that you're like, oh, that has such a positive memory, that feels so good. I want to put it in the center of my kitchen, or my bedroom, or something like that. So you're gonna, as you clear your energy space in your house and where you live and where you work and where you play, as you clear, pay attention to what comes up, because what can come up is, oh, I need to give that crap away, or I need to take this and put it here or there. So you're going to be moving your stuff around. So when we clear our energy, of course it's in the highest best interest. Of course we're standing in the center of the big white spotlight, the highest and holiest energy. So everything that comes up for you, you may cry, you may hear old thoughts that you were like, oh, I can't believe I said that horrible stuff to myself. But you also will be guided. There'll be guidance that comes to you, and the more you do it, and if you take Reiki, we got a class coming up June 23rd and 24th, Reiki 1, and then July is a Reiki 2 class, but the more you do what I'm doing, the more you meditate, the more you take Reiki or practice with Reiki, the more information is going to come through the energy. And then as you follow that guidance, your life gets easier, it gets more fun, it gets more enjoyable. So, okay, that's all I want to say about that. So I'm guided to start in this corner, and I'm guided to go this way. That doesn't mean you have to. There's some clearing going on. So it doesn't mean you have to do what I'm doing. You follow your own guidance. Does Pam have a question? Okay. So I don't have to climb over shit. I'm just gonna go. Okay. So that's what I would do that 3 times, but I'm gonna finish with a rattle.
So before you do that,
yeah.
Dominique asked, so what about if you're renting a room or a basement for someone? Does clearing just your area space still effective if you're not able to do the whole house?
Yes. Any space that you can clear is going to be great. And you're going to want to do, like, let's say that this is the door. Let's say that this is the door to my, if I'm only renting one room or a basement or whatever. You're gonna put a black rock mirror. If you can't put it on top of your doorway in, you could put a big black rock on the side. But you set the intention. It's all about intention. But you clear extra, like around your door. So I do doorways like extra. For some reason, it seems like a lot of, I don't know, energy stagnates in the doorway. It's kind of like a lot of stagnant energy in your joints. It's like the doorways are kind of like the joints of the joint. So you just clear it, and then as you clear your doorway, you set the intention that you're clearing the whole house for yourself. Our minds are so powerful. I know I just can't, I don't know how many ways I can say it, but our minds are so powerful. We create our reality constantly. And my own energy of I'm too fat, I can't eat that, or I'm too fat, I can't wear that, comes back on me. So it always comes back on me. But if I create that I'm beautiful and I'm whatever, and I have an easy life and everything's so easy, and I can't believe how easy it is. It's so easy, my life's so easy. I'm creating that reality, and that's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. So like I said, so we're setting intention and we're doing what we're doing, but we're powerfully creating what we want to come back. So even though you really can't clear, I mean, you could probably, but, oh, so funny, because I see something right now for Dominique, but I can't share it in front of everyone. You just set the intention that as I clear my doorway, I'm clearing the whole house for myself. So you don't have to clear it for everybody. You just clear it for yourself. And then then you create that belief, and then you work from that belief. Like I did by shaking this in my doorway, I cleared the whole house for myself. And so it is. I just created that. Yeah, I'm that powerful. It's like, that's how you do it. So you don't want to limit yourself. And a lot of the ways people are taught, a lot of people teach Reiki and other energy healing work and other kinds of modalities. A lot of the way people teach things that are so helpful, like Reiki and like craniosacral and like all these things, and meditation even, a lot of the way that people teach these such helpful things are really, they're packing limiting beliefs inside their teaching. They're telling you that, like, I remember some people in Reiki teach you have to take off all your jewelry. Well, or it's not going to work. So how? I mean, it's all really coming from the mind. You don't even have to use your hands, but it just makes it easier. So whatever makes it easier is the way to go. But when people teach stuff with limiting beliefs, like, oh, your client can't have their feet crossed, your client needs to lay on the table, your client needs to do this, it's like, oh, there's too many hoops to jump through. Those hoops, every single hoop, is a limiting belief, and it's a lens that you're looking through, and it's a way to tell yourself, I'm not as powerful because of this hoop, I'm not as powerful because of this lens, I'm not as powerful because of this, and because of this, and because of this. So, like, if I want to keep my mother's ring on, then that's going to dumb down the energy. The energy won't be as powerful. And then if my client isn't laying in bed, that's going to make the energy less powerful. And if my client has their legs crossed, that's going to. So now we keep going down till we've taken this much energy that we actually started with, and because of all the rules and regulations and all the limiting beliefs, we've shrunk it down to where it's still doing a little good, but we don't need to do that. Just get rid of all the limiting beliefs. So you just set the intention that you cleared the whole house for yourself, and you have a black rock by the door. It's all just reminding you that, oh, everything's taken care of, everything's taken care of. Okay, I think I answered that one. 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Sorry. So 3 times. Rattle. And you'll be guided to, like, stay in a spot. And if you start yawning, if I start yawning, I'll tap and stay there. So the first time around, like I said, I already did this room. The first time around, it takes a lot longer, because if you're yawning, I would say, now, here's where I want to have my meditation room. I'm envisioning that right now. I'm clearing out any energy that tells me that I can't have a meditation room here because it costs too much or because we aren't staying. Because that's what happened. That's why it didn't happen already. Because we were trying to move to Tennessee, and when we got an estimate, it was too expensive, and we're moving anyway. So I'm clearing that energy right now. And I'm envisioning my room, the doorway right here, while we walk. And I'm seeing it very clearly. Why would the doorway be here, not here? Because I don't want my back to the doorway. That's fine. Okay, so one time, and then I go twice, and then I go 3 times. So 3 times around, and I move in. And I just okay, now I'm gonna so you do this in your attic, so the top, and then as I move down, so pretend I did that in every single room in my house already. Okay, pretend I did that. Now I come back to the attic, come back, and now I'm going to do this part. Want to get closer, Stacey? So it takes a while to get the charcoal heated up. Usually it starts to spark. So this isn't like a charcoal briquette. This charcoal is made specifically for this process. So it's totally clean. See how it's like sparkling? Now you know it's ready. You put it in the center. And then, got my little spoon. I just put a little bit of resin on. And I have a feather, which I normally use, but if you don't have a feather, you're just going to use your hand. So I don't want anything to be prohibitive. Like, oh, I need a feather, I can't do that though. So I'm just going to go, I go 3 times around. And again, I'm seeing it clear. Oh, it feels so good. Don't put your face like right over it. You'll get enough. So I go 3 times around. Do Stacey.
Thank you.
And now, in the corner. So 3 times around, the same direction as I did before. But if you're guided to go the opposite, do that. Whatever you're guided to do. And if you have a spot that you want to create something, you can just feel free to stand in that spot. Visualize for 68 seconds, law of attraction, what you want to create in that spot. Just visualize it for 68 seconds. I'm going faster so you guys can always ask me questions, but if you guys have this foundation, then it's going to be better. So as I'm clearing this, I'm getting rid of any blocks to creating what I want. So we're in the center of the highest and holiest creator energy. That source creator energy wants us to be so happy. Like, there's nothing more than that highest and holiest source creator energy wants. Nothing more than for us to be blissfully happy, with our hearts just like understanding that we don't need to limit ourselves in any way, shape, or form, that we need, the bigger our, so from your crown, you open your funnel, like you deserve love. So we always say, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. The more I deeply and completely love and accept myself, the larger my funnel gets for abundance, success, health, whatever. The bigger my funnel gets, the more I can get, the more I can give. So if you take a flashlight and you turn it on and you put it right next to the ground, you don't see any light except for the little ring where it's touching the ground. And as you lift that flashlight up, as we raise our vibration, as you lift that flashlight up, it shines and makes more light and shines bigger light, on a bigger part. That's the same thing. It's just like kind of like reverse. So as you expand your funnel for abundance, you take in more light, you can give more light. That's just what raising your vibration is. So when you're in the center of the highest and holiest source creator energy, love, divine healing love, God, some people call it the universe, whatever you want to call that highest and holiest source creator energy. As you rise up and you expand, you can do so much more for so many more people. And that's really what makes you happier. So the people who are really low, they're like scared and nervous and coming from fear, 100 level vibration, trying to pay their bills. Maybe there's guilt, maybe there's shame, but they're so busy. They're so busy trying. They can't help anybody else because they're trying so hard just to take care of their own needs. And I know it seems like if somebody watched me meditate, they would say, "You're not doing anything right now. You're not doing anything." But it's like ironic because I'm actually, by raising my vibration, I'm allowing the source creator, highest and holiest source creator energy, I'm raising my vibration up, I'm expanding and saying, okay, I'll be your hands in the world, just tell me what you want me to do. Well, whatever it wants me to do, like, I didn't want to make videos, I'm just doing it because it feels better than not doing videos, and that was part of the healing on my thyroid, to get rid of the tumor and keep my thyroid in a healthy place. It was like, this is what you do, you have to talk, you have to teach, you have to do this, and I'm like, okay. And then then I'm like, if I have to do that, then I need help. So I ask for help and I get Stacy, so it's just very cool, and it's funny because there's so much magic, and ever since I was little, I could talk to angels, and they would say, to me, because the grown-ups were always like, you can't do that because da 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 da, and I'd be like, my angels would be like, he's just scared, he doesn't understand, they just don't know, you just keep it to yourself and you keep going. Okay. So when I was supposed to be a pilot, or when I wanted to be a pilot, all these people were like, you can't, they don't need any pilots. I'm like, and my angel's like, just keep going, don't listen, they don't know, they just don't know. So you need to be like, I'm just gonna follow my heart, and everybody is telling you, no, it's not gonna work. They just don't know, trust me. Just keep raising your vibration, meditating, clearing your space, and just opening, like, okay, all right, I'm opening up, I'll be a funnel, I'll expand my funnel for abundance and success, because what actually makes people the happiest is serving other people. And so the more you get, the more you're going to give. Just what happens. Because everybody, I don't care what kind of shoes you like, I love rainbow flip-flops, too much. My love for rainbow flip-flops makes me feel like I'm materialistic, but there's only so many rainbow flip-flops that I'm ever going to want. At some point, you stop buying rainbow flip-flops and you go, okay, well, I have more than enough money, but I don't want any more of what I wanted. And so I'm going to use my money, to do something to help people. So I hope that was clear, right, Steve? All right. So you just do this 3 times. With a I like using my feather, but I don't want you guys to think you have to have a feather, so I'm doing it with my hand. Get in the doorways. And then Dominique, you may want to just, hold your stuff here, and just you took Reiki 1 at least. You can just beam the energy of the burning resins through the house. And just set the intention that I'm clearing a space in the house for myself. And so you do that 3 times. So 3 times around. We're gonna leave all this crap here, because remember we pretended that we did. So once I do the whole house on 1 bowl of salt water, but if you feel guided, like, oh my God, it's full at night, I want to put new water in, get new water. And then I pour it outside. I don't pour it in. I don't pour it inside. I pour it outside. What else? Okay. So now we're gonna go. What time is it, Stacey?
I don't have the time.
Okay.
You've been on for almost an hour though.
Okay. So we're gonna wrap this up in it. Oh, don't fall down the stairs. I'm not gonna create that. Stacey, you have.
I'm good.
Oh, you are. You're perfect. You're perfect, whole, and healthy, Stace. You're perfect, whole, and healthy.
My
Life is
knees
easy.
say otherwise, but
It's just fear of moving forward. Oh. Okay. So now I would come down that way, and I would also, I do my whole hallways at the same time. So I don't have to do this little space and that little space and that little space. But I would open up all my closets and just throw a little bit of this in there, you know. That's the stairwell down. So now we're gonna go to the farthest corner. It's 110 right now. We're on the farthest corner. And then we start in the back. Remember the back to the front? So I would do this back room, then I would do that back room, these are the closets, and then I would do this space, because it's on this side, and then I would do the bathroom there, and then the doorway, of course, and then I'd go through here, and I would do that. This is this room. Those are all clean clothes, by the way. What I do is I make all the clothes clean, and then I'll come and do I'll watch a movie while I fold clothes for hours, and I love that. I love to. That's how I do my laundry. That's what raises my vibration the most. These closets, I would just do these as I do the whole hallway. But I love to fold clothes as a meditation, but I also love to watch movies. But I don't like watching a movie when the washer and dryer are running because it's too loud. So I found a way to enjoy laundry because I get to do laundry. I don't have to do laundry. I get to do laundry. And my most fun, happiest, most joy-producing way of doing laundry is by loading up on clean clothes and then watching a movie while the kids are at school and or at night, you know, and just watching a movie and like folding for hours. Okay. Then I would do this. So I do this bathroom by itself. And then as I move through the hallway, I would just, you know, do a shot in here. You know, just as it's burning. Just one. You know, if I tell myself I have to do it 3 times, then I'm telling myself that I'm not powerful enough to do it once. You know? And I give myself more to do, and then I do this room, because it's the back of the house first. Back. And then I would do this room, it's the back of the house. And then I would do this room, because that's the front. And then I would come through. And then I'm just like I wouldn't like go 3 times, and then I would just come down.
I got it.
You do?
Yeah.
You're so good. I should really pay you more than $0.
You pay me with your friendship. That's enough. And your loving guidance.
Oh yeah.
I get things out of this too.
Okay.
Don't think you're not speaking to me too.
Okay, and then I would pick, you know, I would again follow, but follow your gut. But it's just the back of the house to the front. So I would do that area, and then I'd come through, and then I would do here and this way. Now, to do your kitchen, the way I learned, because I did learn this, was to open everything. open all your, but like some things you can't open, you know, some drawers that are stacked like on top of each other, like this one. Is this easy for you? You know, some drawers don't stay open. Don't sweat it. Like that one's gonna shut. To show, thank you, little drawer. Thank you for your help and showing. But like, don't sweat that. Just as you do this, you know, you can either open it or just set the intention. So you open all your cupboards. Actually, your cupboards are open from the banging part. Oh, I didn't do this room clearly. I didn't do this room. Your kitchen's gonna probably have a lot, and you know, negative energy in it. So I think that's the fridge. You can clean your fridge. You can clear your fridge with the refrigerator. You know, you don't really have stuff that stays in there a long time. And you don't have it open for long periods of time. So, you know, I wouldn't waste the energy of keeping your fridge open, like the whole time it takes to bang a pot around there and like smoke it up. So it's a healing process. So if you're not feeling it, if you're like, I set the time aside, but I really don't want to do the energy clearing in my space, you know, feel into that, because maybe there's resistance there to clearing your energy, or maybe it's really not the right time. But you know, resistance causes suffering, so you really want to try and do things with the least amount of resistance possible. When you meditate, you can clear resistance. So if you're feeling like, I just don't want to clear the energetic space, maybe try that 3-minute, or you know, I'm not the only person with quick, but the 3-minute grounding meditation that I did was specifically for people at work or who are in a place where they're like, I don't want to work here anymore, or I don't want to do this, or I don't want to do that. 3 minutes, it's like if some people smoke cigarettes, it only takes 3 minutes, and they take a cigarette break. You could take a grounding meditation break, you know, to just calm. You can go to the bathroom and like listen to 3-minute grounding meditation and then come back out and you feel like a new person. You really do. Okay, so here's my kids' playroom. This is where the dining room was. And they did not clean, but I'm gonna clear the energy in here just like this. Oh my God. So a lot of stuff got knocked over. There's a lot of stuff going on right here. But when I clear the energy, it's going to be easier to clean this room. So rather than cleaning this room and then clearing the energy, I'm going to clear the energy first. Because this room, and I can, and if I were actually clearing and shaking my rattle in here or doing the pot, I don't need to do that now because I've done it so many times that I can already feel the energetic thoughts that are in this room are I'm aware of my own thoughts going, just like I said now, oh my God, they did that. Oh no. Oh, this place is a mess. 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 This place is a wreck. This place is a wreck. They never clean it. They never clean it. They never clean it. You know, so I can feel my own old thought energy making it hard for this room to be clean, because I've manifested accidentally using the law of attraction. My thoughts in this room have been, this room is never clean. They never clean it. This is so awful. Look what they did now. Well, you know, I'm exaggerating. I'm really not a horrible mother. Do I sound like a horrible? Okay. But those are the thoughts. They're supposed to pick this up, and then I will vacuum. And it's usually pretty decent. It really is. But so I'm aware of the energy in this room, my own energy of, so dirty, da da da. So that's what I'm going to clear. Once I clear my own energy, then I manifested more mess, and I manifested keeping it crappy, then I'll be able to clean it easier. So that's really, anything else? Anyone have any questions? I think that's pretty much it. You guys can always ask me questions, but I just wanted to do this video. I wanted to do a live stream so that people can refer to this. This is how you do it. And I believe that the resins, like you can use amber, but that's more expensive. You can use, copal is a really good one. Like I said, frankincense. I love frankincense and myrrh. And I've tried all different things. I use copal first, and dragon's blood is one, which makes me roll my eyes. But anyway, dragon's blood is a really powerful one, but that's the one that made me flare up, so I don't really use that one anymore. But that's a really powerful one. So I would get a feather or find a feather, whatever. It's all about the intention. And then you want to love to clear your space. You want to love it. Just like you love your rocks. You want to love, I get to clear my space. This feels good. I'm healing myself. As I'm clearing outside myself, I'm clearing inside. And it feels good and it feels healthy. And I'm raising my vibration through the process. You don't have any questions?
Nope, Dominique just said, thanks for sharing. Definitely going to clear my space.
Cool. Well, you can always reach me on Facebook or, most of the people, I think everybody on there has my cell phone number practically. And the Reiki class, June 23rd and 24th, that's going to help you read energy and understand, like, everything is set up for you to heal yourself and to be happy and abundant. And it's the limiting beliefs that slip in that tells you, so-and-so wants me to be unhappy. It's true. There are people who want you to be unhappy. There are people who want to make money off of you and feed you bad food and whatever. That is true. There are people who are, making not just food, but food and drinks and stuff like other things in our society that just want your money. They just want money. That is true. But as you raise your vibration, you come more and more into alignment with people who are making good things for you. There's this company called Raw Tea. It's an iced tea company, Raw Tea, and my God, that's such high vibrational food. There are people making high vibrational food and drinks and stuff like that, and they have the intention of, and like doTERRA oils, these people have the intention of creating something to make your life amazing. And so their vibration's high. And as you raise your vibration, you come more and more into alignment with people who are producing, goods and services that just want you to be happy. And they're providing goods and services to you to raise your vibration, and they're raising their own vibration at the same time. So all this stuff goes together. So when you're raising your vibration, as you're moving up, you're going to be brought in, people are going to be brought to you that are also raising their vibration. Whether it's whatever they're doing, goods or services, doesn't matter. And as your vibration goes lower and lower, what do you eat? When you feel like crap about yourself and you're lowering your vibration through guilt or shame, where do you go to eat? McDonald's. Where do you go to, sorry, McDonald's. But, this is what I'm saying. As you're lowering your vibration and you're feeling guilt and shame, what do you eat? You eat like crap. You lower your vibration's lowering. The universe doesn't judge, and the law of attraction doesn't say, well, her vibration's lowering, so she really should drink some raw tea. No, it says, oh, she's lowering her vibration. Well, let's like give her, stuff to buy, or to keep lowering the vibration. So it's not just about vibration. It's about which direction am I going? Am I going up or am I going down? Now I'll show the cup that, who's getting a cup? It's Pam, right? I know Pam is. Two people are getting a cup, but anyway, this is one of the cups. And you see, shame is 20.
Pam and Christina.
That's what I thought. Okay, so shame is 20, anger is 150, fear is 100, and then you got love, joy, peace. So love is 500, joy 540, peace 600, 700 enlightenment. But love 500, that's good. So it's not just about where am I on the scale, it's about which way am I going. Am I going up or am I going down? And as you go up, you're going to be brought into your energy field is going to be brought things that are going to raise your vibration even further. And as you're going down, you're going to be brought into your awareness, into your field, is going to be stuff that's going to lower it even more. And the universe doesn't judge. And it's okay with me if you're vibrating there. I'm not trying to make people go up. I'm just here raising my own vibration as a way for other people to find me who have the desire to raise their vibration too. And that's why I'm in your energy field right now, is because you've already set the intention in your mind that you want to raise your vibration. Maybe you didn't call it that. Maybe you said, I want to feel happier. I want to feel more ease. I wish my life was easier, right? You set the intention. Maybe you've made some choices that are more powerful and productive. So you've already started raising your vibration. And then the universe brings us together because I'm so happy that you're here. All 5 of you. That doesn't matter.
5.
It's 5. So it doesn't matter how many people. It's just that we're brought to each other. We're all gifts to each other. The universe is always giving us a gift. When you ask for what you truly want, you're getting the gift of, you're always getting what you want. Okay, you may not be asking for what you really want. So when I say, oh, that's my luck, I'm talking about good luck. And some people are like, that's just my luck. Well, it's bad, because that's what the universe hears you asking for. See, the universe, the highest and holiest source creator energy, just like I said in the attic, wants you to be happy. So through the law of attraction, it gives you what you think about, what you write about, what you post about, what you talk about with your friends. The universe is always giving you what you want. You may be like, well, of course I don't want bad luck. Well, then stop talking about it. Of course I don't want hate. Well, then stop talking about it. Like, if you want to talk about something you don't want, just tap. It's very simple. If I want to vent, if I want to talk about something I don't want, I just tap through. I just tap. That's it. So when I tap, I'm talking about what I don't want because I'm venting, because that feels better, and I'm using a healing modality to help that move out, feeling my feelings to release them. I don't want to wallow in it. I want to use it and move through it. So it's okay if you want to talk about stuff you hate or don't want, just tap through, tap it. Even though I want to eat McDonald's, I don't, but even though I want to eat McDonald's right now, I deeply and completely love myself. The truth is I feel like a loser, whatever, and I feel like this about myself or that about myself, but I still deeply and completely love and accept myself. So then you're tapping through. Tap through the crap, tap through the crap. Get it out, get it out, get it out. All right, I think that's it. I think that's all I got.
Okay.
Love you.
Everybody's saying thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Nobody has any questions. Love you guys so much. Thanks for coming. Love you. Thanks, Stacy, so much.
How do I stop this?
I don't know.